Ah,
Because that really shouldn't be.
Murder in the game.
yeah, that happens. Okay, so we have the pretty princess hat on with the fish face.
Because we are
And
pretty princess.
absolutely. And the first decision that has to be made as soon as I open my notepad document here. There we go. First decision that has to be made. What shoes do we wear tonight?
Oh.
I got
Wait,
rid
what
of
are gymnast shoes? Are those the tumbling ones?
those are the cartwheels. I got rid of all the boring visual ones and I got rid of all the obnoxiously loud ones. This is what I was left with. Still a very good selection.
Yeah, it's kind of sad because like some of the noises are fun. They feel
Loud.
like they'd only be fun for a short amount of time.
Yeah.
I kind of like cartwheels.
You want cartwheels?
Let's see
with
how
that.
long it takes for us to get sick of cartwheels.
All right.
Because it's not that obnoxious of a noise.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny, especially for some reason with the tiara, because I'm picturing like a 5-year-old girl really enthusiastic about gymnastics.
That's a fun
I'm
one.
sure you know the type of little girl I'm thinking of.
Of course. I do have to say, it's true. Who knew Ford even made a Model T limousine? I'm not surprised entirely. Oh, wow. Callback. What is tied to this car? Car to the decision post. We're hoping it's a joke. Otherwise, they really take the whole Iron Horse thing too seriously.
Yep.
This old watering trough appears to have been abandoned by everyone except mosquitoes.
Let's get some mosquitoes.
Oh my god, I didn't even notice that was a trough back there.
Hey,
I just thought it was part of the fence.
Right.
But whoever Juicy is, learned some tricks from the locals.
Juicy is one of our familiars.
Oh yeah.
This is the tough part when you only use the one.
Eh. I like my tank. I always will.
Well, let's face it.
And the rest of these I can't sell. The only one I was able to sell was the dough baby with the funny name.
Interesting. I wonder, because we had to make the dough baby, didn't we?
We did, and I subsequently sold him because I knew I was never going to use him.
Right, I just mean I wonder if it's because it's less adopting and more making. Easier to sell.
Maybe.
This old man is fiddling intently with some kind of clockwork thingamajig.
Excuse me.
He looks at you with the squint of someone who isn't used to focusing on anything more than 6 inches away.
Can I
Heyo.
ask you? Can I ask you? Jesus. Can I ask you something?
I don't get a lot of conversation practice, young man, but last I knew it was standard to lead off with an introduction.
Oh, sorry. My name's Princess Diana.
Gwendolyn Luguti. What's your question?
Let me think.
And as you do, Gwendolyn continues to tinker with his device. Take it easy.
What's that you're fiddling with?
Oh, just a little thing I've been keeping myself busy with. Heyo.
What's it do?
Nothing on account of it being broken. The make pills for that, don't worry. Typically that's what makes such a thing interesting, but I need a replacement part and there ain't much getting around that.
Giggity.
Yeah.
What kind of part?
A mainspring. Not usually a problem, but I need a counterclockwise one. Kinda rare.
Why not just flip a regular one upside down?
Well now, ain't you clever? See that flange there?
Yeah.
And that's why.
Well, maybe I can find you one.
Oh now, I ain't expecting much, but if you manage that I would appreciate it.
Is there a clock parts store nearby?
I used to buy parts off a doll maker named Gilmore. But that rat Hellstrom bought out his mortgage and foreclosed on him. Ran the fellow off without even a buyer leave. At least that's what I assume what happened. No idea where he went. The house is still there, but feels spooky now.
Spooky? What happened?
Well, nothing really. Just when there was a fella there acting like talking dolls are normal, they seem normal. When he ain't there, they don't. Anyway, it's down the road a spell if you feel like having a look-see. Remember, what I need's a counterclockwise mainspring.
Alright, I'll go look. Who's that Hellstrom guy you mentioned?
Ugh. That fat cat oil baron what's been going around buying up every patch of dirt big enough to drill a well into.
Giggity.
I ain't want to talk about him. He'll get his soon enough.
What's that mean?
Don't mean nothing. Just an old man talking old man crap.
Well, I'll be seeing you.
Sure.
Right now.
Ain't suppose you found a counterclockwise mainspring?
Nah, not yet.
A woman with long silver hair and a sultry smile is chatting with a burly woman wearing an eye patch.
Oh, they're a couple.
Definitely. This burly old lady looks like she could kick your ass despite her age and her eye patch.
Who do we speak with first?
I don't know, but I assume I'm the ladies.
Yeah.
You are.
Let's go left to right. Same procedure as ever.
Long-lashed eyes sparkle at you behind her spectacles. Her voice is a purr.
Hey there, sweet thing. Aola Kinmundi.
Nice to meet you. I'm Alpha Star Dix.
Here to do a lady a little favor, Alpha?
Vote.
Where's option 4 that says it's not such a little favor? Welcome.
I mean, I assume this is one where you'll get all the answers, so I don't think it matters much.
Alright. Well, let's get right to it then. What kind of favor you looking for?
I'm desperately thirsty, but I need something specific. A glass of milk.
Giggity.
Milk?
Sorry, I read ahead before I read.
I know, I know, yeah. Get comfortable, folks, we're gonna be here a while.
Hello.
I'll get it out eventually. Give me... A charming young man named Milkman Stan used to deliver the best milk in the county, but he's vanished mysteriously. The last anyone saw him, he was making the delivery to the Drexel place. Could you find him for me, pretty please?
And he did used to deliver the best milk in the county. Her eyelashes flutter as she makes puppy dog eyes at you.
Jesus Christ. Sure. Happy to help.
Hey, she's desperately thirsty for Milkman Stan, alright?
I knew I could count on you. Here, let me give you directions.
You've unlocked the Drexel stand.
Great.
Bring me back a glass of milk once you find him, okay, sweetheart?
Leave it to me. Excuse me. Okay, leave it to me. I almost don't want to do this. What are you two talking about?
Milkman Stan.
Oh, old friends and co-workers and so on. Xenia and I used to spend a lot of time reminiscing about them, but eventually it became clear we were just telling the same stories over and over, so we simplified it to just the names and made a little game out of it. Whoever says Norman Crescent first wins.
If I were to take a guess at what your brain registered what you were reading, would I be right?
Oh, I know exactly.
Probably.
Uh-huh.
Because the Xena poster is right above where I'm looking.
Yep.
It's on my wall above the computer screen.
Yep.
I really
But
wanted to
also,
like, not Gabrielle, honey.
Yeah, but she's Aeola, which is her Aeolus, Hercules Aeolus.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is gonna. If there are more jokes,
You're drawing.
at least I know I'll get them.
Yep. Huh. Okay. See you around, Eolus. Alright, now.
Alright, let's talk to Xenia.
She looks you up and down with narrowed eyes, then gives you a slight nod. Apparently deciding you aren't a threat to be immediately pummeled into the ground.
If that's not one of the most Xena things that could have been said here.
Right?
Truly.
Hi. I'm Alpha.
Xenia Wakefield.
Nice to meet you, Xenia.
You look reasonably capable. Got time to run a quick errand?
What kind of errand are we talking about?
A farmer named McMillican borrowed something from me, and I'm gonna need it soon, that's all. Come back, couldn't be simpler.
My experience is nothing is ever that simple.
Ha! Ain't that the truth? I don't expect any trouble, though.
I'll do it.
Good. Here's directions to his place. Just tell him Xenia needs her paperweight back.
Okay, I'm on my way. In a minute.
Xenia gives you a curt nod.
You get my paperweight back from McMillican yet?
Why did you say it like that?
No reason.
Huh. How'd you get the eye patch?
Got in a bar fight back in 17.
Wow. You lost your eye in a bar fight? That's rough.
No, I beat up a guy who was wearing an eye patch and took it as a trophy. I wear it because it helps with my vertigo.
Oh,
That sounds like the most Xena thing.
okay. Who are all these people you two keep listing?
It's a game Eola and I play. We used to swap stories about people we know, but we've heard them so many times now, we just say the names. First one to say Norman McCrescent wins. You know we're gonna figure out who the hell Norman is.
Next question. Why don't you just fucking say Norman McCrescent and be fucking done with it?
Probably against the rules.
Huh.
That makes
Probably
sense.
has like a certain order or attachment.
Right. Level 15 hobo code. Do not let
Code reads,
appearances
do not let appearances deceive you! Good advice, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Hey, it's a rusty old toolbox.
Yep. And we've seen this stuff before.
Or
All-shaped pile of rust. Hey, the door is barred from the inside. That's annoying. You have to look elsewhere for your tack.
Why is the store locked?
Members only.
A members only feed store? Are you joking?
Yes, I'm joking.
Okay, so how do I...
Members only.
Okay.
Now, you could ask about. I don't know. We already asked about Hellstrom before.
Why is the store locked?
Oh, this store caters to a very exclusive clientele, darling. You have to be friends with just the
Hey-o.
right people.
Are you one of them?
She smiles coquettishly.
Well, one good turn deserves another, they say.
Giggity.
Why is the store locked?
Security.
From what?
Nosy people.
Touché. Alright, so I guess we're going to have to finish these 3 side quests to get through this first layer of defense here. So, time to move along. There's the 3 relevant locations, but the first place we absolutely must go is the Hellhole. And... Gabby! Gabby! Where'd you go?
Gabby's up here.
Hey.
What's next?
Oh, nice. Thanks. Self-freezing pate?
The sizzling puck of perfectly toasted liver.
Great for an armor that I've already book boosted to eternity. Pate?
Oh yeah, that's like your super high one, right?
One of them, yeah. I've also got Stench and Sleaze way up there. Pate, did you make this yourself?
Yes,
Where did you get the liver?
found it.
Why does that answer
Okay.
always found it? That's so worrying.
Yep.
We don't ask too many questions. Also, fuck, it's hot here.
Wow.
Which is me when the weather goes above 70 degrees.
Yep. Now, while it's very colloquially called the hellhole, notice the styling on the map location. The H and all the stars here is actually quite important. The reason we're here will become very, very evident shortly.
Does it have to do with asterisks?
No, it's to do with the H.
You want to head up in search of a G hole?
Giggity.
I thought that was a spot, not a hole.
Yeah.
Very hot ants. A smoldering creosote bush. Now, this fence really isn't accomplishing anything.
Nah.
Caution! Do not throw anything that starts with an H down this well.
Y'all know what that means?
That we should throw something that starts with an H down the
Doing
wall?
it?
Precisely. Now, I went back to the store I've been selling all my excess stuff off to and bought back all the H stuff. We're going to have ourselves a little demonstration here.
Did you already test this?
No. I looked it up because I was curious about that one damn book I was carrying around.
Oh, the you couldn't actually do anything with it book?
Nope. So, let's show that first. His Majesty's Least Favorite Poems. You attempt to read it, and you get...
You're not even interested in the poems George the Fifth sort of liked. There's no way you're reading these.
However, well, first, let's do the fissions. Oh.
Boiled blood?
Yep.
You're not sure whose blood this was, but they're probably glad it was removed before it was boiled.
I would say so, and that's all we got aside from that extra cigarette. So,
Now, you're not going to let some sign tell you what to do, right?
not at all. So notice, the only items listed are those that do begin with H.
Oh, because they're your only options, presumably.
Yep. So let's have at this. Handful of holy water.
Okay, let's see. Things that start with H. You lower the handful of holy water into the well. Nothing happens for a few minutes, so you pull the bucket back up. Whoever's down there must not be interested in that particular item.
Here's the important one.
You lower the terrible book into the well. It comes back in a more scorched but also more interesting form.
Posthumous works of the Romance poets. And we have the Cold Book.
It's a book of poems written by the Romance poets after they were justifiably and appropriately consigned to the eternal fires of hell.
Excellent. How about the hand saw?
So the poets in hell gave you back a poem book that was better?
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds about right. You lower the handsaw into the well and wait a while. Then, when you pull it up, the blade is white hot.
A molten handsaw.
That's some nice stats.
Very.
So we're gonna just dip a whole bunch of... Oh, what will happen to the heavy boot?
We'll find that out in just a moment.
You put the duck call in the bucket and lower it into the well. When you pull it back up, it's somehow even worse than it was before. The duck call is now both haunted and cursed.
Not too bad. That's just another thing I'm going to have to uncurse. The heavy boots, eh? Nothing there.
Yeah, nothing happens. They're not interested.
Yeah. How about this? Anything hefty becomes...
A few moments later, it comes back slightly more on fire than it was before.
Everything hefty becomes smoldering. And it'll give it the 3 on fire on top of whatever it was before. Now, in order for this to work, hefty has to be the first word in the weapon's description, meaning the, what is it, the iron chunk or whatever it was? The thing that makes an item heavy has to be the last thing you used on that weapon in order for it to
because it has to start with an H.
Correct. And they come, and the superlatives come up in reverse order. So, flamin' was because I used the blowtorch first, and then hefty because I used the heavy ore later. But yeah, so smoldering just gives 3 on fire. What'll happen if I do this?
Absolutely nothing.
About the hot pot metal ring.
When you lower the ring into the well, you pull the bucket back up, it's full of molten metal, which you divide into handful-sized portions and shove into your pockets.
Okay.
Right. So get a load of this.
Enough heat is applied, the lowliest tin can is equal in stature to the most elegant golden can.
Uh-huh. And that's it. Oh.
Maybe that sign is your boss after all.
Nah, I'm just choosing my moment. So, of greatest interest is this.
The book is a fanciful travelogue of the poet Samuel Taylor Coleridge's posthumous odyssey through the fiery wastes of hell, in the process of which he develops the skill Coleridge's armor. Coleridge's armor, huh? Yeah, you might be able to pick up a thing or two about that.
You mean Coleridge?
No. Anyway, you don't want Coleridge's armor, it only protects you against other Coleridges.
Fair enough.
Hey, let's see. The book is mostly a catalog of minor slights thrown Coleridge's way by real-life figures from Albion's Lake District. It all seems petty and irrelevant, but the writer insists that understanding this is the foundation of Coleridge's armor.
And the perk is... Oh.
Plus 1. Hey, if anyone knows Cold, it's Samuel Taylor Coleridge.
So if you keep reading, does it add to the armor or add to something else?
Nope, it continues adding cold armor. Add pretty much infinitum.
In his journey through hell, Coleridge recounts the fiendish punishments given to those persons who tormented him in life. Adam Smith, the newspaper tax collector, a person from Porlock. In death, all are cursed to see the water everywhere, but never be allowed to drink it.
Oof.
The same sanction does not affect Coleridge because he has Coleridge's armor. You learn that hell is full of various beasts, both great and small. In one chapter, an albatross tries to take a bite out of Coleridge's haunches, but he is protected by his eponymous armor.
Incredible.
The backhand? His journey continues at some length, but it becomes digressive, rambling, and difficult to follow. Still, there's useful information in there.
I think that may be it. Let's see. Yep, so... I'll do more later. So yeah, that alone gave us 38 cold armor.
Bam!
And our character sheet now reads... All elements except for spooky are now represented here.
Why isn't spooky represented?
Because I haven't found that book and I'm not wearing anything for spooky armor right now.
What is the purpose of spooky armor?
It's just one of the 5 elemental classes you run into and have checks against in the field. Like, you know how the basement in the swamp was requiring 5 spooky armor?
Oh, right, to go further.
Yep. Yeah, all 5 of these are pretty much the same thing, just 5 different types. There's, I would assume, a spooky armor book somewhere out in this big old world. We'll find it. And when we do, that's when we do things. Okay,
Yeah, I mean, because presumably if this is the last day of play...
Yeah, I actually
then,
I don't know that, so that's only assumed at the moment.
I know that.
Yeah. We'll see, though. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 locations to check out. Where do we wish to go?
Which one was the dollhouse?
The dollhouse was the Gilmore house.
Let's look at the spooky dolls.
Let's go.
Spoop away.
I mean, like, where else might you find some spooky upgrades than a spooky dollhouse?
Very fair logic.
Let me read this like I'm an HOA person. Hold on. The house on the corner has abandoned its front garden to squalor. It's a disgraceful vision. Flowers give up and die. Tomatoes roll down the road into traffic. Carrots grow in reverse so they pop out of existence.
Well,
I'll be citing you later.
Well,
Believe you me.
That simply won't do.
I think you need to up the snobbery a little bit, and you gotta channel your inner person with one of those, like, crooked haircuts and weird highlights.
Yeah, read that one more time with that
Like,
critique.
you need to go
Alright.
full, I need to talk to your manager.
Alright, hold on. Give me a second.
Yeah, get your full-blown Karen. Brace yourselves.
The house on the corner has abandoned its front garden to squalor. This is a disgraceful vision. Flowers give up and die. Tomatoes roll down the road into traffic. Carrots grow in reverse so they pop out of existence. You had best believe I will be speaking to the rest of the HOA about this.
Well, then I guess
Better.
we're gonna have to do something. Let's tend the garden.
You spend a hot afternoon fixing the garden. Until the owner comes home and chases you down the street with the saucepan. As you look back from far down the road, the carrots now grow as tall as the house.
Yeah, let's keep on moving.
Excuse me, that's a different citation.
Uh-huh. Let's go right to left, because the house is on the left.
Nature's bounty is being violently extracted by this monstrous machine.
Look in the background.
Hippies everywhere cry.
Yeah, there's more of them, look.
Damn, looks like Texas out there. And the mailbox is labeled R.P. Gilmore.
Who's for illegal activity?
Do it!
Yeah, it's nothing interesting, just a stack of old junk mail.
Uh-huh.
The door says, Bell Grand Bomb-Proof Shelter Company. It has a serious combination lock on it. No bomb's gonna guess this one.
Let's have some fun. Seth, would you care to guess a combination? Just at random.
How high does it go?
0 through 9, it looks like.
Well, I hope you get this joke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I would really appreciate it if you'd give my luggage a little more credit than that.
Sorry, President Scrooge.
Is this what you're sticking with?
Yep.
Okay.
You want a 6 on the end, or are we sticking with 0?
No, I'm sticking to the bit, so it's a 0. Or a 0 at the start, either way.
Good enough.
Do I get a try?
Yes, you do.
Straight 6s.
Also incorrect.
Alright, I've got another one.
You want to take another shot? By all means.
Yep. 696969. I know it's wrong, but fuck it.
Yes, it is wrong. Would you like another shot, Blue?
Ooh, I would like to withhold my shot until we look at the house.
Alright.
An old plowshare is leaning against this tree. And now it's yours. You're keeping it all for yourself.
That's right.
There's a page of what appears to be a diary tacked to this tree.
Normal place to put a diary.
Dorothy keeps giving me socks with holes in them. She can't possibly be trying to humiliate me deliberately, but it's far too consistent to be random chance.
Huh. Well, Let's,
Holy socks from Dorothy? Did I get the gist of that correctly?
yes, you did.
I
Yes,
finished
you
my
did.
liquor full tea, so.
Oh, good. Well,
Oh, the door is slightly ajar, which in any other time is definitely an invitation.
I mean,
It still is.
why is now any different?
Oh my god.
Uh,
That, that doll has swole as the goal.
Oh, hold on, slow down.
uh-huh.
He's saying something about 9 reps. What did that note say? There was a number in it.
Uh, which note are you talking about? The one outside?
Yeah, the diary page.
Let's check it again. No.
No?
I
No.
see no numbers.
Oh. Maybe my brain was thinking of holes.
An animate doll doing a workout routine? No, I'm sure it's fine and nothing to worry about.
It's fine, it's fine.
Hold on, I need a sticky notepad thing open. So she's 9.
hmm Once you have that, we'll check this next page.
Yeah, there's a loose page from the diary on the table.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
Edith's violin is too loud for me to relax at night. When I take it away, she screeches horribly. I wonder if I can find her a smaller one.
Wait,
I wonder
what?
if these are telling us who all the dolls are. Dorothy is a doll that's putting holes in his socks. Edith is playing the violin. Just taking guesses here. Hey, it's a crate of doll parts. It's just a bunch of creepy glass eyes. Thanks, I hate it. There's a book of children's horror stories on the childless man's table. Maybe it's for the dolls?
Or maybe it's for us.
There's your
Yep.
spooky book.
I guess
Yes,
so.
for you. Scary stories for spooky children.
Well,
Is
I
that
guess.
the set of books that was in every elementary school library but never should have been?
Yep. And I guess I'll
Stories in
be.
the
Go ahead.
stories in the grand tradition of traumatizing children with age-inappropriate horrors. It really is that series.
Well,
And guess what we found?
yep.
This book was banned at school when you were a kid.
There you go.
The principal didn't think that the stories about dentists eating patients' teeth were appropriate for children, which is funny because that's exactly what wound up happening to him. And then you did have to hear about it. Dare you read on?
Well, I was never good at truth or dare, and here's your evidence of that.
The first story is too gruesome for words. No, literally. It's a full-color illustration of alligators squeezing into a school bus through the exhaust and eating all the passengers. Chilling, and all the more so because it could really happen. Feel the fear and do it anyway, bitch.
All right, on we go.
The second story concerns a group of children who trade baseball cards at school. It's all fun and games until the baseball players pictured in the cards come to kill the children. This one really happened. Ooh, you remember hearing about this one. A boy wakes up in a coffin 6 feet under. This terrified you as a kid. Now, you're more disturbed by the part where the boy gets out of the coffin and spends the next 40 years self-medicating his trauma until he dies of alcoholism.
Amazing.
In the last book, didn't you have like 2,000 XP? Where did it just all go?
I burned them all up, getting all that extra armor.
I didn't think you clicked that many times.
Oh, I did. I clicked until
We
I.
just saw the same message after a while.
Yep.
Oh.
Quick piss. The bathroom was not available a moment ago. Be right back.
Cool, I'm gonna get a drink real quick.
Sure, leave me alone. Doll music.
Much better. I am now armed with a caramel cheesecake smoothie.
You were not gone that long. How did you appear with a caramel cheesecake smoothie? Just had one sitting around?
I stopped for it on the way home.
And left it in a room you weren't in? How did it not melt?
Refrigerator.
I don't understand the self-control of smoothie and not eating it immediately.
That's because first I was eating my Panda Express. I was more hungry than thirsty.
Valid.
I don't understand. I would just have eaten them both at once.
Also valid. Okay.
So far, we got creepy exercising doll doing 9 reps. Does she have a name? We can't talk to her, do we?
We cannot talk to her, and we have not encountered her name yet.
Okay, and then it says...
I had to walk downstairs and didn't have enough hands to hold both food and drink.
Fair enough. Dorothy had socks with holes in them, and she kept giving them. And Edith was playing the violin because of nightmares, was it?
Something like that.
Alright, I'm just...
Giving him nightmares.
What?
Her violin playing, I believe, was giving him nightmares.
And inside this crate is...
So we got glass eyes, and horrible little mouth. Great.
Oh, I saw something else.
8 pages a day.
Alright, so we got 9 and 8. And this doll is scratching out gibberish on a tiny sheet of paper. Hey, the tiny radio produces a tinny sound. Must correct Velma's mechanism so she'll squeeze the toothpaste from the end of the tube instead of the middle. I'm losing a fortune in wasted paste.
Let me know when you
Okay.
got it. Okay. I think that's it for the main room. Since we came in from the right, let's go right left.
So we got 2 numbers and 3 names so far. 8 hours. Oh, and violin. Hey, hold on.
So that's, what, Velma?
That's Edith.
Edith.
Jesus Christ, please hurry and read.
No. This doll is playing the violin in a way that makes sleep unimaginable. Hey, it's a box of toys for other toys. And a doll-sized chemistry set. This chemistry set is so small that it's pipettes, or more like pipettes.
Well, this might be the final piece to our perfect workbench in the room. We had an oven. We had a workbench.
Hey, just.
Now we've got a lab. I hope.
It's a rubber plant. All the dolls must be allergic to real rubber plants. What?
And in this box...
Oh my god,
there you
why
go.
do dolls eat hearts? This is just pointlessly creepy. Oh, hey, nestled amongst them is that spring that Wendolyn wanted.
A counterclockwise mainspring.
You don't see what's so special about... Oh, wait, you were looking at it backwards. Yeah, this is a special spring after all.
Right. And in here...
That must be Dorothy.
Also, 2. Now, if you're quick, you can probably grab those socks without getting eaten by that creepy doll.
Should I do it, Blue?
Do it.
Did it.
You
Did the
grab
socks make
and
you
get a real
walk differently?
Sock Dollager for doing so.
Unfortunately, it counts as an accessory rather than a shoe.
It's also nicer than anything else you own combined.
Yep.
It's a dresser.
Let's address it. Hello, dresser. Diary
Ah.
page.
Something is defective with Ruth. She's doing twice as much of everything as she ought to be. I must have gotten her gear ratios wrong. I don't know if Ruth is the one doing the reps, though.
I don't know. It's not really. It's talking about gears. So, I mean, Ruth is probably going to be whoever we don't have something specific about then.
It's more, I'm wondering what
Whoever's left over.
what Muscle Doll's name is then, because we know two dolls' names.
Alright, so we got
Okay, this-
Edith in the violin, 8 hours. Dorothy in the socks, 2 socks. We have a doll exercising, saying 9. We have a doll writing in pages, saying 8. And we have Velma's toothpaste squeezing from the end and Ruth doubling up on things. Those are my notes so far.
I have a thought about this. You noticed about the doll that was talking about 8 pages and how rather off-kilter that doll was?
Yeah, but I think that we'll just have a doll that's kind of... Like, I think the rest will mention more specific things. So we'll be able to, by process of elimination, figure out if that's Ruth.
Sure. Inside this crate,
It's just doll arms.
It seems
Little
very
awful
impractical
arms.
to have your doll parts in all different rooms.
Maybe it's to keep the dolls from uniting against you and creating more. It's all pants. The shirts must be in a different closet.
What's that pile on the floor?
that's where the diary page was.
Oh.
Oh, come on now.
Eggs. Whoa! You cannot be wasting eggs in this economy.
Alright, so...
Or
Ooh, you're getting knocked. Doll legs. Just left ones. It must not be for dancing dolls. A simple cupboard. It's bare of everything except cereal. Wafered corn cereal. The name and composition of this breakfast cereal are chosen specifically to avoid infringing Kellogg's trademarks in an effort to avoid litigious hauntings.
Now this is both a real-life reference and a reference from the last game. You remember the whole Kellogg's abstinence arc we had to deal with, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So much weird shit. Hey, it's a modern fridge.
Or its content's also modern. Oh,
The fridge is empty, but the freezer's full of fruity ice pops. Hey, it's a delightful frozen treat, shipped all the way here from Frisco.
another West of Loathing reference.
Gotta love it.
And another diary page here.
I'm stuck in a rut. Every day is the same routine. Eat breakfast, get dressed, brush my teeth, exercise, work on my novel, go to bed.
wait, don't
Over.
close out of this.
Over.
I'm not going to.
Always the same. I thought the dolls would help, but they've only made things worse. I feel like I might go crazy. In fact, that sounds like a pretty good idea. I think I'll start right now.
Are you thinking the same thing I am, Blue?
This is your order.
Yep.
4, 2. You don't have teeth
So it's-
yet.
Breakfast, getting dressed, teeth, exercise, writing in your novel, bedtime. That's 6 things, and that's how many numbers we need. So we have to go.
4.
Sounds logical enough to me.
So we have to go by the dolls' names matched up to the numbers they're saying in that order. So breakfast is obviously this one, the eggs, which is 4. Dressed, we don't have one that's specific. Well, socks. Dressed could be socks.
Which is 2.
Teeth is Velma. We haven't found a number yet. Exercise is the reps, and that's 9.
I'm getting egg on my face here.
The novel is 8 pages a day. And then bedtime, I guess, would be the violin, which is 8 hours. So we need his teeth, and we need to figure out if eggs or exercise is Ruth. And we'll probably be cut in half. Which I'm assuming is eggs, since it had to be whole numbers and exercise was 9.
Fair enough. Looks like somebody put the stove on. There's one drawer you can reach without having to get too close to that doll. Junk mail and a match.
Funnier because you're a fish, so it's like a fish flopping around out of water. Did you get the drawer open and I missed it with all the clacking?
It was just junk mail and a match. Nothing we haven't seen before.
Three for brushing teeth. It's one of those newfangled plastic-handled toilet brushes you've read all about in the papers.
Mine.
Given enough time, science will always come up with a new way to clean a toilet. It's a regular human-sized...
Hey!
What?
Ugh, if I had made this thing, I'd have flushed it too. The doll head was not up to Gilmore's standards, so he disposed of it in the way he thought would be most humiliating.
And this page.
I don't feel well. I think Gladys put something in my coffee. Not just eggs like she always does, accidentally. I believe this was purposeful. Perhaps I shouldn't base their mechanism on a strange old doll I found. Grace. I wonder where she went.
Whenever you're
Alright,
ready,
so
Blue.
Gladys is the one tossing eggs at you.
Dorothy is the holes in the socks. Edith is violin. So we don't have a name for exercise doll or 8 pages a day yet.
Although one of them is Ruth.
Wait, what did it say about Grace?
I wonder where she went.
That's it? Not like it? Okay.
Strange old doll.
Yeah.
So the question is, who is Grace and who is Ruth? Because Ruth is the one doubling things, and Grace is probably the other one.
I would assume Ruth is the one scribbling on the pages.
Hold on. So breakfast is Gladys with the eggs. Getting dressed is Dorothy with the socks. Selma is toothpaste, the teeth, which is 3. Exercise isn't specifically named yet. Novel isn't specifically named yet. Bedtime is Edith and her violin.
Well, there's only one way at this point. You get a clean cut in half of a number.
Right, which means that double things would have to be Ruth and 8.
Which
And
makes that
Grace
number...
is probably exercise,
Yeah,
if the names end up mattering.
yeah. What about this mirror set?
Oh. The zinc is currently occupied by a creepy talking doll espousing the value of good hygiene. Oh, fuck's sake. As long as you don't stand with your back to that doll, this seems safe to fish in.
As you stand with your back to the doll.
I was a moment ago. A handful of clean water. A handful of dirty water. Please be holy water. Ugh.
Nope, it's a soggy used bandage.
Oh, we've seen all this shit before, so... Alright, do we think we have enough to figure the combination?
Well, was that every room and every spot we could look?
Yes.
Okay. So, Yeah, let's try this number. So it should be 4, 2, 3, 9, 4 if it's cut in half, and then 8.
That's it.
And you click from inside the massive steel door. Looks like you got it. I mean, sounds like you've got it.
Great job, Bears. In we go.
Why am I better at puzzles with liquor in me?
It's a pile of unlabeled, sealed crates.
I mean, I don't see a problem with this.
A man cringes and backpedals frantically as you approach. Stay back! How'd you get in here? Did the doll send you?
Vote.
Calm down.
Yeah, calm down, buddy.
Okay. No, calm down. The dolls didn't send me.
And who are you? What do you want?
My name's Alpha. You must be Gilmore? Wendolyn sent me over to see if you had a counterclockwise mainspring he could use. I already found it, but I thought maybe I should check on you in here.
You've been in the house? You've seen the
Dolls?
Ah!
Look, they're a little creepy, I guess, but they're not that bad. They're just dolls.
Trying to kill me!
Yeah, I saw your diary pages, but honestly, I think you're overreacting.
Diary? Oh, you mean my novel?
Your novel?
Yes, I've been writing an epistolary novel in diary form about a toy maker who goes crazy because he thinks his dolls are trying to kill him.
Huh. And he nails the pages of his diary around the house and hides in a bomb shelter in his yard?
Right, exactly.
Okay, so you aren't actually scared of your dolls, you're just acting it out? Like method writing?
No, the dolls are trying to kill me, just like in the novel.
I'm not a psychologist, but I think you might be suffering from extreme confusion. You aren't the guy in the novel. You're the guy writing the novel. That's two different guys. The dolls are not trying to kill you.
Are you sure?
You just freaked yourself out by writing a scary book with circumstances similar to your own, that's all.
Maybe you're right. Okay. I'll come out just as soon as I finish the last chapter.
Alright. Good luck.
You'd think these crates would be full of food and water, but there's all full reams of paper. Several pairs of Gilmore's undergarments are strewn about on his bed. We were caught underwears by his cot underwears. Hate you.
I hate me too.
What is wrong with puns?
Absolutely
Don't
nothing
like
as far as I'm
them
concerned.
at all times, and I have committed to the bit. Now, the last diary entry is unfinished, but seems to be about the protagonist huddling in his bomb shelter and waiting for the dolls to come get him. Grim. And he's just fidgeting nervously.
Like this?
I don't think that counts as nervous.
Or fidgeting.
Up and away!
Each his own.
Gotta admit, bomb shelter was a little lackluster.
Yeah, I was
Yeah, I
hoping
know.
for more out of that. Oh well, we have solved the mystery of the dollhouse.
I want to know why this one tree is different, though.
Unfortunately, it's not going to tell us.
I'm just saying, like, yeah, it had something on it, but also it's just a completely different color than any other tree in the area.
Sure. Alright.
I mean, in the background there's working oil things, and there's clearly a whole bunch of weird shit going on in this world. So, like, maybe it's an evil tree. Maybe if we were more evil, we would be able to do something with the tree.
Well, we were.
But then we
more-
wouldn't be able to read hobo code.
Yeah. Alright. Where do we go next?
Let's go get some milk.
Milk?
Yeah.
I gotta meet Milkman Stan.
Do you now?
That was at the Drexelstead, right?
Yeah.
Why am I afraid now?
Silence only has me more afraid.
She's drunk and she's laughing. That worries me a lot.
No, this is good. This is a good ending to a week. I just gotta see how the Milkman Stan, joke goes.
I don't know, I'm just picturing the producers right now.
All the Mel Brooks references tonight.
Which part of the producers?
The part where he has to go flirt with the old lady to get the check.
Yes, yes. Sorry, when I think of the producers, I think of the Nazi song.
I mean, yeah.
There's a lot to think about with that one, especially Ula.
Yeah.
But anyway, an elderly woman rocking on her front porch asks if you wouldn't mind collecting something for her from the pharmacy. Her bull has gotten loose in there and become addicted to prescription amphetamines.
Okay.
All right. Let's
Fuck.
go.
When you arrive at the pharmacy, the bull is asleep. It crashed hard. You carry him home on your shoulder and tuck him into bed.
It took 10 muscle for this.
I mean, bulls are heavy.
Whoa.
What the hell is that?
Oh, stop looking at this house by leaving?
No.
That's the house?
Apparently.
The rest of the old mailbox says Drexel in faded black paint. Use the rest of it to paint the tree. Unfortunately, there's nothing in here but some additional rust.
How much do we want to wager it's another wiener?
Fucking wieners.
No. Shadow
Nope.
clarinet. So, that's a big old stat reducer. Great for a boss.
This car hasn't been driven anywhere in a long time. Maybe even longer than that. Whatever's in there is behind the locked car door.
Give me the look.
Well,
You managed to unlock the door, destroying the hanger in the process. Damn. The car is mostly full of old receipts, but there's a jewelry box in the glove compartment.
cool. We've had these before. Let's see what this one holds. Here we go.
Ooh.
An old engagement ring, so it's an old diamond ring, probably from a prior engagement.
Uh-huh.
An old wedding ring. And this really meant a lot to someone once, but now it's just a small amount of precious metal.
And what the hell is this?
A ring
What?
ring is like a small version of a ring. This one is made of dried cheese and goes on either your pinky or a cracker.
I suspect we could give this to the rat in the SIT basement.
I agree.
Okay, anyway. What about this house?
This is a vaguely house-shaped thing that is very hard to look at.
Can we get around back? Oh. Check it out.
An impenetrable seeming wall of corn.
Into the corn maze.
The
Hello,
ma-
Malachi. What are you doing here? Ooh.
We'll see that in just a second. I just want to peek around here.
Oh, look. Is he queuing?
He is, and no, I'm not saying it.
Please.
No.
Come on.
Nope.
Why won't you
already got
read it?
fun at him.
Blue.
I feel like I'm missing a joke.
There's a pun here. He's holding above his standards.
I don't see the pun. The
Maybe.
maze is impassable in that direction.
It's spelled like the corn instead of the labyrinthian spelling. So we
But it is corn. We're in a corn maze.
Yes. We can't go
That's the
through.
pun.
We can't go through this wall of the maze, and therefore, to my amazement, he's not reading it.
I see. He doesn't want to read about the maze of maze.
That's right.
I like one of you more than the other. It's up to you to figure out which one.
Yep.
I'm the favorite.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, you think I'm gonna, but no.
I think I would like this better if it said passing it is impassable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would actually almost make it worth it.
Alright, Scarecrow last.
His
Yep.
name is Harold, probably.
Let's go poke the machines. And talk to what looks like a hobo.
You know, just looking at stuff makes me uncomfortable. Never mind touching it.
Yeah. All right. So, Mr. Q.
Hello, corn hobo.
Aw.
Hey, this hobo is humming cheerfully while roasting some corn. Hey there, I'm Cornelius. Pleased to meet you.
Hi, Cornelius. I'm Alpha. What are you up to?
Corn is what I'm up to, friend. Up to my neck in it.
There is a lot of that around here, yeah.
Sure is, and let me tell you, I couldn't be happier. When you're a hobo, your food options are a bit scarce, you know? But you can do just about anything with corn. Muffins, fritters, bread, pudding, tamales, on the cobs, you name it. It's like the potato of the less nutritious world.
Yeah, sure enough. Now, is your name really Cornelius?
That's right, I don't believe in destiny, but that's a pretty wild coincidence, ain't it?
Phew. I was afraid this was going to be the sort of routine where you hadn't noticed and I'd have to explain it.
Nope. In fact, I think my name's probably the main reason Billy sent me here.
Who's Billy?
Oh, we don't talk about Billy.
But
We don't talk about Billy.
Okay. Hey, say, you know about any hobo code you could teach me?
As a matter of fact, I know several hobo code words.
Are they all
They are all corn related, yes. He writes them down on a corn husk for you.
Very nice. You know, there's a big hobo camp setting up near Ocean City. They've got a nice community going. It'd be better than this cornfield for sure.
Thanks, but I like it here. Look at all this corn. I feel pretty good about my situation.
Why does it want you to send people to the hobo camp so much?
I guess they want the rise of the hobos to happen. I get your reluctance.
Fight off the shadows. I don't know.
I get your reluctance to leave all this corn behind, but the other hobos at the camp could really benefit from this too.
Oh, fucking.
Now come
You
on.
will pay for this.
Come on, the
You
next
want
line.
me to read
The
it?
next line is not dangerous.
You can read the final one. You know, it's not like I can just carry it all with me.
Well, I know some magic. I could probably set up a small, specific use portal for you.
You mean a cornhole?
A cornhole! Yeah!
Which could also just turn to a dirty thing, depending.
Giggity.
Well, heck, let's do it. You magic up
Yes?
Cornhole!
in the nearby field, and Cornelius packs a few ears into a bindle for the road.
Sweet.
Hey, there's something in there.
And now there's not.
Oh, look, it's a single kernel of corn. Small, but piping hot.
All elemental armor items are now completely fucking useless to me. Hooray! So what else is in here? Okay.
Another kernel of corn.
And the last one is...
Could it be?
Not the last one? One more.
I think this might just be unlimited corn kernels.
They'll probably sell for 1 meat or something. Alright. Now the machines.
Yeah, somebody must have thrown this refrigerator because it was upside down.
What else is wrong with it?
Ah, there's your problem. It's got too many coils in it.
Now, we found a very niche use for one of these before. Wonder if somebody else out there will need it.
These appliances range in quality from broken to trash.
Aha.
The broken popcorn machine in case you want any broken popcorn.
Uh-huh.
Whatever this thing is, it's cold. One of those things. Multiple wash tubs. Still full of soapy water. So of course we're going to fish in it.
Now, I do know what this does. Handful of soapy water.
Hey, it's water and soap, pre-mixed for your convenience.
Inconvenience? Interesting. Anyway, this is basically a portable use of the St. Polycarp font. In case there's a bad effect you need to get rid of.
Now, the radio appears to be missing a fuse, and also a place to plug it in, but we'll ignore that for now. There we go. The radio is working now. For some reason, you can't find any stations to tune it to.
And it is a usable radio if you were still working on Rufus's quest.
Oh, nice. This arcane oven is somehow still working.
Fantastic. Got nothing to use in it, though.
Alright.
Actually, what even have we got here? Oh yeah, so all this stuff we found, yeah. Okay.
Wait, I thought we were done with Gray County. We still have vampires to defeat?
Well, we're in Gray County now. That's the whole region.
Oh, okay.
Last spot we were in was the Big Moist.
Yeah.
Right. Gators.
Yeah, Black Gold Mine is the mob mission. The Pukwudgie Village is the Rufus mission. And then the 3 missions to get us into the main mission store.
Oh my god, is the Scarecrow Milkman Stan?
I
hope to God not.
The crows in this place must be absolutely terrifying if this crazy thing is necessary.
Considering the crows we saw back on the HMS Titanic or whatever that ship was.
The HMS is totally not compensating is what I called it.
Yeah.
You know, it ain't any less freakish up close there, pal.
Fine. Let's kick its ass.
Do it.
Right. First we're going to use the Shadow Clarinet. Make it absolutely useless.
We could have used it when we fought God.
We'll find another one. I'm not worried about it. Alright, it's mixticality.
Yeah, I mean, eventually there's going to be obviously some kind of crazy ending boss battle. I hope we get to fight the president. She sounds fun.
Stop having a crush on the villain.
I would play to be evil if I was playing because I would have a crush on the president villain. Her whole thing is like because she wanted dogs to live longer. I vote for her too.
I mean, fair. Also, I tend to like the villains because the villains, when they're women, are usually hot.
Like the storyline we got for her was like angry about dogs. I totally support her. I'm angry about the treatment of dogs all the time.
I'm just angry. God, we have stacked so much on him.
I have to admit, I'm a little disappointed that the shoes you're wearing doesn't make an impact in battle, because it would be really fun if, like, you had a cartwheel through battle.
Yeah. How's this for maximum humiliation, by the way?
Look at the stack on fire. We could end our turn prematurely, and he would die from passive damage.
Except we don't actually have the option to end a fight prematurely, except to surrender, and we've got a fucking spam bot. One moment. Ban.
Hey, you won! You'd be a real hero to the crows if there had been any around to see it, but you also murdered most of them.
Yeah.
And this broad-rimmed straw hat will prevent you from being afraid of anything that approaches you from above.
So would reading a good book.
Nightmare fuel with a convenient portable form factor.
That is equally as strong as the compass I'm carrying, or the pocket watch. Oh, a single enemy. Okay, well, guess what we're doing? Now we can drop all enemy stats by the same. I like that. What else is over here? More of this. More of that.
More of that.
Alright, so it would
Well, you
seem...
see, here's the thing. The road is visible that
Well,
way.
wait a second. Wait a second. Which way did we come through? Because did it just say we could go through and get the bottom?
This way.
Yeah.
Then we want to go
There's
the other
more.
way.
Yep.
So we have to go the other way.
Do we go the northwest or the northeast?
This one.
This one here?
Because the scarecrow guy was over here.
Okay.
Hello?
What?
Dentist? A woman in surgical gloves, gaze lost in the depths of the corn.
Let me see these walls first and give myself a little more time to psychologically prepare for what's about to happen here.
I hope she's like, the one dating Audrey.
Oh boy.
Oh goody, this is me.
Yep.
Hello, I'm Dr. Sarah. Do you have an appointment?
I didn't know I needed one to be in a cornfield. What are you doing out here?
Oh, general dentistry, cleanings, implants, etc.
I meant, what are you doing in a cornfield?
You mentioned it. I don't really remember.
You don't look happy.
I don't get to see many patients in this cornfield, I'm worried my wet finger is getting rusty.
You're what now?
Wet finger? Oh, sorry. That's what we dentists call the finger we poke around in your mouth, 'cause of how it gets wet.
Suddenly I don't feel very well.
You need some dental work done? Would you mind if I did some, if only for practice?
Sure, okay.
Okay, picture your mouth as wide as it can go, and then multiply that by 10, and that's what I want.
You struggle and strain to accommodate her long rubber-gloved fingers as they make thorough, prodding investigations of your back molars.
You've got beautiful teeth. I'm just going to suggest a few changes. There we go. Finished.
Oh.
An out-of-practice dentist has scrambled your mouth like a word search.
Ow. Do you have a mirror?
A what?
I'm not happy with my teeth situation.
No, and if I'm candid, I know that's not my best work. Would you give me a chance to put it right?
Dr. Sarah revs her drill.
Fine, give it a try.
You won't be sorry. Oof, does that... Wait.
I
Okay.
have no teeth in my mouth and I must scream.
Okay, well, never mind what I said a second ago.
I want my teeth.
I appreciate you bearing with me. I don't like to leave a job unfinished, I always say. If it were up to me, we wouldn't call it dentistry, we'd call it dentist do. Will you give me one last chance to fix your teeth?
Oh, I see it. God damn it. Dentist try, dentist do. Fuck.
Yes is the answer to the question I think you're asking.
Dr. Sarah asks you to say, ah, which is about all you can. While your mouth is hanging open, she rummages around for something in her purse.
Oh, thank goodness, imagine if I'd just thrown them away.
A beautiful new set of pearly whites with enough bite to disembowel a leopard.
When I'm
You know,
feeling lonely, sad as I can be. Huh?
Alright.
Let's say that's enough practice for today.
Thank you, Chip. Thank you.
I agree 100%. You still don't seem very happy, Dr. Sarah.
I'm just thinking that your average patient is more at ease having treatment in a modern dental surgery than a labyrinthian cornfield.
Yeah, I can say that was a problem for me, for sure.
I'd like my little patch here to feel like more of a dentist's office, and it's missing something. Something that says dentist.
Vote.
Mouthwash?
Yeah, mouthwash. Let's try that one.
Mouthwash?
That's important, sure, but I've already got plenty of it in my purse. Here, help yourself.
Think about it. Mouthwash is a really gross word for something so nice and clean and refreshing.
Vote.
Teeth?
Teeth.
Teeth?
That's it precisely. We'd all feel comfortable with a lot more teeth around. Would you mind looking out for an anatomical teeth model? Or anything else that looks like teeth, besides corn. I have plenty of that.
I'll see what I can do.
Hello again. Is something the matter?
Nope.
Bye.
But, look at our M stats. 11s across. We are going to take a very brief interlude. Back to Ocean City. Because of something I want to do right now before my stats have any chance to fall again.
It's the game, isn't it?
That's right.
Alright. Look who's back, kid eyes. I'm truly impressed. We hardly ever get someone who can get all the way to level 5 in the game of skills. Are you ready for the next challenge?
Maybe.
You've got it in the bag! All you have to do is explain the Copenhagen interpretation of the probabilistic nature of quantum wave functions while climbing down a 10-foot grease rope ladder head first and sink a basketball free throw with his iron shot put. You ready?
Okay.
Sounds fun.
You cradle the heavy iron shot in the crook of your arm as you lower yourself down the first rungs of the rope ladder, carefully hooking your ankles around the rung.
Okay, so quantum mechanics is basically a set of mathematical equations that can be used to predict the results of experiments performed at the subatomic level. But it can't predict the outcome definitively, only probabilistically, given a range of possible outcomes referred to as the wave function. An act of actually performing the experiment, measuring the system in question, collapses the wave function down to a single result because, 1 second, because the act of measurement interacts with the system in a way that can't be ignored. Nearly there. One can say that in a sense all the potential outcomes existed simultaneously prior to the measurement, and the act of measurement is what causes a single outcome.
You reach the ground in a handstand, unhook your ankles, and do a flip to right yourself.
How appropriate for the shoes.
A pretty basic explanation, but serviceable. That was an excellent throw. Alright, you got the brass rings. The kind of mood rings you're thinking of haven't been invented yet, and you're not sure how that makes you feel. Probably it makes you feel a different way every time you walk into a new room.
Does that even mean anything?
Possibly. Maybe not now since you have a fish face.
Yeah.
This is the perfect ring for people who want to accentuate a sound without having to make an extra trip to the utensil drawer.
I do like that, but it only makes it the same as my other spells, so kinda useless. Neither of these is made of brass.
It's just an expression.
Oh yeah, you know what? It probably speeds up the changes of the facial expressions. Which, if that's so, useless because fish face. Hey! What's the next game?
Oh man, I was hoping you'd
13!
As a carny who wants people to pay 10 meat to play his games. Only 2 people have ever beaten our 6th challenge, and kid, I think you might be the 3rd.
What's the challenge?
Crack a short message encoded with military-grade cipher while crushing a cinder block with your forehead and juggling these 3 live cobras.
Does it still count if I get bitten?
Strictly speaking, yes, but I don't recommend it.
Well, not yet.
Not with that fucking attitude. Farmer outside the barn's hands you a broom. If you're fixing to be staying under my roof, you'll work for the privilege. Stables need sweeping. Last time they were clean, the president was... Well, I ain't sure we had presidents back then. The stables are a sorry sight indeed. But come the dawn, the floorboards are so clean and dry they cause the stiff brushes of your broom to ignite.
So this was the only thing back here. We need to find some teeth.
Well, you need to find something that looks like teeth to decorate.
Right.
Which makes me feel like it's almost definitely not going to be actual teeth. And then I think you could go through the wall up the top.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Being how small this is, I wonder if there are multiple stops on this wall. Yeah, sure enough, there
Yes.
are. Alright, so let's go left to, or right to left and see what happens.
A glum-looking little girl stands here, listlessly pulling the petals off a cornflower.
Okay.
Hello there.
What's so good about it?
What?
Oh, sorry, I wasn't really listening.
What's your name?
Cecilia.
That's a really pretty name.
Everyone calls me Sissy.
Ah, well, that's fine too. What are you doing in this cornfield?
Nothing.
I mean, why are you here?
I got in a fight with my little brother Billy. I don't remember what we were fighting about.
I don't see the connection.
He sent me here. This is where he sends everything he doesn't like. Billy is God.
You
Huh.
don't talk about Billy.
Do you like it here?
I don't know. I've been here so long. I don't even really remember how long. Everything here is just...
She gestures around listlessly.
It's just corn. What is there to like or not like? What would that even mean?
Wow, kid, you are way too young for this level of ennui.
And?
You must miss a lot of things from before?
I miss my Teddy. I might be too old for him now. I'm not sure how old I am, but I miss him anyway.
Anything else?
I miss ice cream. There's nothing to eat here except corn. I used to like corn. Now it's just corn.
Do you miss anything else?
I miss the sun. It's always so gray and cloudy here. It never even turns into nighttime. At first it was fun to not have a bedtime. Now it's just confusing.
Is that all you miss?
I miss my friends. Mainly I miss my best friend Darla. She was really good at jump rope. I probably missed her birthday. I might have missed a lot of her birthdays.
Is that all?
I miss my cat. He was fluffy and black. He probably still is, I guess.
Anything else?
Sissy shrugs.
Hello again, mister.
Not far enough. Not far enough. That's far enough.
Hang on, there's a loose coat hanger on the ground here. A wardrobe stands alone here like the proverbial cheese.
Ha 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 ha.
He stands alone.
Sadly, it doesn't contain a portal in a magical world of fantasy. I guess you can cut a hole in the back and then at least it would contain a portal in a magical world of corn. What it does contain is an assortment of drab church clothes for a small boy. Nothing here is your size or denomination. Proud member of the Church of Fuckery.
And I am standing behind it, and I don't get to cut an asshole into it. Before we take that back wall, let's see if there's anything further left. Nope. Let's keep moving.
Food truck. This looks like an ice cream truck, but the label makes a slightly different claim. Hi there, I'm Mike Freeman, the creamed corn man. That sure doesn't roll off the tongue the way it used to.
You're selling creamed corn out of an ice cream truck?
Yeah, well, if I had some ice, I could sell you some ice cream if I had some cream. Hey, he's like a guy who doesn't have an expensive truck to keep an eye on. Is free to come and go as he pleases. If you could do me a couple favors, I'd appreciate it.
What's your sales pitch on this creamed corn?
Well, it's that sweet corn goodness you know and love, but in creamed form. Although, for clarity, I should point out that it doesn't have any cream in it. It's more creamed in the sense of being mashed into a smooth paste. But hey, if you're lactose intolerant, this might just be the stuff you're looking for.
How'd you get in here?
Last thing I remember is telling a kid I was out of bomb pops. Feels like ages ago now.
Are you out of bomb pops?
Even more than I was then.
Well, shucks. What kind of favors?
I need cream, and a lot of it. Like a barrel of it. Plus a part to make my freezer unit work again.
What part?
Your refrigerator coil.
I don't know, I'm not a real mechanically minded guy. It's just a thing that makes the inside of the box cold.
Okay, I'll keep an eye out for a refrigerator coil that I'm totally carrying in my backpack right now. I think this might be the part you're looking for.
Hey, yeah, that looks familiar. Thanks, buddy. Give me a second to hammer this in and change my sign.
Sure thing. Excellent.
It doesn't sound that appealing, honestly.
Hi, Ike.
Hey there, would you like some iced corn?
You're selling iced corn now?
Yep. I had a big bin of leftover popsicle sticks, so I made... Oh, nuts. I should have called them cornsicles, huh? Well, too late to change the sign now.
When you say leftover popsicle sticks, do you mean...
Leftover from eating the popsicles. Yeah.
Right.
Sure thing, here you go. I sure don't have sensitive teeth. I hands you a frozen corn on the cob on the stick.
Actually, these teeth are rather untested now that you mention it.
What? A frozen ear of corn makes a tasty treat if there's literally no other food available.
Useful until I transform that goddamned book. Alright. What else we got in this section of the maze?
Is this stalk of evil corn the cause of all this? Or is it the other way around? Or is it all just coincidence? Perhaps we'll never know. Oh well.
Well, somebody on the shadow path will figure that out, I'm sure. Alright, we have 3 choices.
Wait, can you go back down to Sissy through the right there? Or is she a whole different back end? No, I mean, if you... does that lead to her?
Judging by the positioning of this, I'm going to say this is a separate thing, but let's find out. It is separate.
Oh. Hey.
A serious-looking man in a military dress uniform is pacing around this area of the maze.
Excuse...
Cleared Hut! Name, rank, and serial number.
Alpha Star Dix, sir. Fair to middling, sir. And, 6, sir.
A likely story. How do I know you aren't a spy?
A spy for who? Crows?
You know damn well who I mean. Those dirty blues.
Blues?
Blues?
Talking about you talking about the Blue Cola Army? Or our...
Yeah, Brad, I am, and I won't stand for any of their filthy espionage tactics.
Sir, the Cola Wars ended almost a full decade ago, and in case you weren't aware, Blue's right here.
Oh yes, that's true. Excuse me. Something about this place makes it easy to forget. At ease, then. You may address me as Colonel Benedetto.
Do you realize what you've just done?
No, I don't, and I don't want to realize.
Have you ever had that sweet kernel corn? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Colonel. So,
You will suffer for this.
What's up for all this weird, spocky black corn?
We refer to that as me.
Right, yeah, of course you do.
Our investigation into its nature have so far proven inconclusive.
Do you mean incornclusive?
No, I do not.
Oh, okay. So, how are things?
By things, I presume you're referring to troop morale?
You have troops here?
Certainly. The milkman, the dentist, and the... Ice Cream Man and the little girl.
Those people aren't...
Yes, I know they aren't soldiers. I know that.
Okay, how's their morale?
Well, now I'd rate it as a 2 out of 10. Pathetic, frankly. If the Blues attacked us now, we'd be routed for certain.
So what have we done so far? We've given the corn man a refrigerator coil, and we've allowed the dentist to finish her work. Are the two things I can think of that were meaningful in this place, and he seems to be telling us there are 10 to be done.
And Sissy told us a whole lot of stuff about Billy and her teddy bear.
Right. And her cat, too.
And her cat.
Okay. How did you get here?
That information is strictly on a need-to-know basis, soldier. You don't have clearance.
Come on, Colonel, this ain't a military operation.
No, I suppose not. Nevertheless, I'm not at liberty to discuss it. Loose lips sink ships.
I hope you mean your face. What ships? Well, whatever. So why don't you just leave?
Think we never tried? This maze twists upon itself and warps the senses in ways that make escape impossible.
Huh. I don't seem to have any trouble coming and going.
How did you get here in the first place?
I saw a weird house next to a cornfield and just sort of walked in.
Aha! You weren't banished here. Therefore, the maze has no motivation to keep you here.
Banished?
I've said too much already.
Shucks.
Talking about Billy.
What about the hobo?
Who, Cornelius? What about him?
Well, it sounded like he was banished here, but he didn't seem to have any trouble leaving.
Of course not. The man's a hobo. Their freedom of travel is practically a paranormal ability. Wish we'd had a few during the war. They'd have made excellent scouts. Well, if they could be trusted to come back.
Huh. Weird. So I'm going to assume that morale will increase each time we finish something. Okay, we've got...
I guess we have to go back to Sissy and the dentist to continue through there, but there's probably stuff on either side of this black corn going
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking
further
about.
away.
Northwest or south, or northeast, rather.
Well, maybe we should stick... Okay, this makes me feel like we're going to need an item eventually.
Or Shadow Taint, one or the other.
Or what?
Or Shadow Taint.
I don't know. It feels too important for something that they would lock out.
Right.
If it's hanging out in the middle, all of focus like this.
Mm.
Anyway, I think maybe we should stick left so that we don't miss anything, and then we can kind of progressively go right again. Oh, the cat!
Hey.
I suspect we're going to need something, and I get the feeling I know what that something is.
Something from Sissy?
No, something from, Milkman Stan. And
Makes sense.
And hello, Volty. Good to see ya. Well.
Found Stan!
Wait, what about this one stalk, though? Like, you guys see it, right? There's a stalk that's not dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
light.
yet I can't seem to get through it. Alright.
It's a sullen milkman.
Here we go. Hi there. Are you a milkman?
Yeah. Milkman Stan, that's me.
How'd you end up in here?
I don't want to talk about it.
Why so glum?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. None of the others will listen to me complain anymore. For starters, it's extremely boring here, and I don't have anything to read except my sign.
Yeah, that sounds pretty bad.
Let me tell you, after a couple times, the twist at the end really loses its thrill.
What?
You know what's even worse than that?
I guess not.
I'm allergic to corn. If I eat even a single kernel, my face smells like a frog on a bicycle pump.
Oh, jeez. Then what have you been eating?
Just the leaves and the husks. On the bright side, I bet I've got the cleanest colon in the Tri-County area.
in case anybody needed further proof of which Ocean City we're talking about.
And then there's the weather. Can you believe this weather?
It seems fine.
It never changes. It's just this gray, slightly chilling nothing. Always. I don't understand how the corn even grows here. It never rains.
Wouldn't that be worse if it was raining?
It'll be novel at least.
Yeah, I guess that's...
And then I have to deal with some cat running around. It got at my bow tie while I was sleeping and totally shredded it. I look like some kind of degenerate.
What a good boy. Gee, that's a shame.
I can't even try to catch and eat it because I'm also allergic to cat meat. Oh, and there's a crazy dentist who hangs out on the other side of the cornfield who keeps trying to talk to me about calcium. I tried to tell her, lady, I just sell milk. I don't know anything about the chemical properties of calcium in relation to tooth and bones.
I do see where you're going with this, Volty. She's probably just trying to start a conversation because she's lonely.
Yeah, lonely like a fox. I've seen the way she looks at my teeth.
Well,
And the worst thing. You wanna know what the worst thing is?
Sure.
I've got corns. Corns! Like the kind you get on your feet. Little painful wads of callus. Not only are they painful and annoying, I'm just constantly being taunted by how on the nose it is. Anyway, thanks for listening. I don't meet a lot of new people, as you can imagine.
Don't mention it. Will you sell me some milk?
Sure. They don't call me Milkman Stan on account of not selling milk. It's 3,000 meat per barrel.
Are you joking?
It's the only milk in the maze. Geographic monopoly. I have smaller quantities available if you're experiencing a cash shortfall at the moment. They're listed on the sign there.
So you probably need a saucer for the cat, right? And then a glass for Aeolus over there. And what do we think the barrel is for?
We know who the barrel's for. The iced corn truck guy wants it.
Right. I was thinking cream would be separate, so you need to buy all three.
So I don't know how everybody's math is, but that's 5,250 meat. Are we experiencing a cash shortfall at the moment?
I haven't seen what your meat stock looks like, so I don't think so. Oh yeah, we're good.
Vital!
Alright, barrel.
Thank you for your patronage, specifically the large quantity of meat your patronage evolved.
Uh-huh.
More and older milk than you'll ever need.
That last part makes me sad.
Right?
And a glass.
Enjoy.
Is it supposed to be this beige?
Yes.
Oh god, that makes me sick.
Yeah, you drink a lot.
Just regular milk.
This doesn't bother me because I don't drink a lot of milk, but you drink so much milk, you're probably like, bleh.
Oh, this makes me absolutely sad.
Buy a saucer.
Here you go, cheapskate.
Sheesh.
You've got a small quantity of milk in the saucer in case you need it for some kind of mixed up tea party or something.
And we are still not experiencing a cash shortfall.
Nope, we good. We very good. Hello again.
So, what's your impression of the milkman, Blue?
I don't understand why Aeolus is so interested in him.
Maybe she just likes his milk.
I don't know, man. I always forget that people like to drink milk because for me, milk is weirdly thick.
Look, I hate to break it to you guys, but that stuff's not milk.
Oh.
It's not.
No, it's not.
It's not mayonnaise either.
Not sandwich cream.
Let's dive in the toy box.
Yeah.
This box is full of disused, disregarded, and slowly disintegrating toys. Jeez, how long have these been here? There's a whole lot of junk in this trunk, giggity.
Ooh, hey.
More in particular.
Let's get the teeth first.
After several harsh alarms, you find some false teeth. The kind with a little wind-up motor from Grandpa was too tired to chew his food himself.
Uh-huh.
A pair of dentures with an over-tightened music box mechanism jammed into them. Give it 20 years or so, and these will be all the rage.
Ugh.
Hate it.
You dig around until you find a teddy bear arm, and then you dig a little deeper to reveal that arm is attached to an entire bear.
Well,
A teddy bear, in that sweet spot where it's worn out enough to be charming, but not worn enough to be super creepy yet.
nice. Nothing?
Oh, congrats! You found it!
Gee, thanks.
Hey.
That's a very large crow.
Uh-huh.
You can make friends with it?
Uh-huh.
You know, crows are usually very wary around humans. Not because they're high strung or cowardly, but because they're very intelligent. They're aware of the fact that their bones are thin and hollow, and humans are much bigger than they are. This crow knows what it means to be for the tables to be turned. It spreads its wings in an intimidating display and makes it sound like a rusty garage door had a baby with a burst of radio static.
That absolutely sounds like the right kind of friend, doesn't it?
New friend!
I do love me my crow friends. Well, now that it's outside the realm of possibility, lots of people are making friends with crows, primarily by feeding them. This crow lives in a possibly infinite dimension warp cornfield, though. And from the looks of him, he's taking full advantage of that situation. So it's probably a non-starter unless you've got something that's much better than ordinary corn.
I guess not. Not at the moment, anyway.
Let's back away.
Let's go see if we can catch a cat. Because we can't get past the crow without whatever it is or fighting it.
Yeah.
I wonder if it was the creamed corn. Which we didn't buy.
Well, there's still one better once we hand him that barrel.
Let's see.
Does anything recent begin with H? Handful of soapy water, clean water. Those probably won't do any better than the holy water did.
Then I'm gonna say no.
Can you not filter it alphabetically?
Not this, no. I don't think. Yeah, no, we can only filter by stats.
By stuff.
By stats, yeah. Alright, let's do other stuff. What's back here? Is there anything else north of here?
Doesn't appear to be. They're all those black ones you can't get through.
And I can't get through the core. Well, I mean, I could kick the crow's ass, but that's no fun. Alright, what can we hand off at this point?
Is there anything behind the ice cream man there?
Yeah, we never... Oh yeah, this was the cat.
Oh, let's catch the cat.
We're going to need somewhere to deposit the saucer, if that's what we're thinking, and that's probably going to be back with Sissy. But first, let's hand off the burl. I found you a burl of milk.
Okay, nice. That was the nearest thing to cream I've tried yet. Thanks. Let me just change my sign here, and I'll be right back with you.
Sure thing. Alright.
Okay.
Ike.
Hey there. Wanna buy some creamed ice?
Wait. Creamed ice?
Yeah. Turns out it's more than making cream than just ice and cream, and I don't have the equipment for it here. But I got pretty close, I think.
Okay.
Here you go, and this next part of your help I put in one of the very few bowls that I have left.
There's your bowl.
That is not entirely dissimilar from ice cream.
Thanks.
This is probably as close to this cornfield as going to get to regular ice cream.
Well, if we needed something better than corn, maybe this fits the bill? Nope.
Nope.
Now, how did that do for our morale?
3 out of 10. Terrible. better than it has been, but not by much. We're in no shape to stand a blue assault.
The only thing we really did was hand off the barrel.
The only thing Blue's going to be assaulting is that liquor-infused chai tea.
It's gone.
Ah, so you assaulted it.
Look, I turned it into chocolate chai with chocolate liqueur, okay, and it worked very well.
I think I saw your cat.
Oh, hey. Maybe we draw the cat to her.
That's what I'm thinking about. I think I saw your cat.
Really? I didn't know he was here. Poor ghost. I bet he'd find me if I set out a saucer of milk for him.
Well, you're in luck, kiddo. I just happen to have one.
Oh, thank you. This milk seems a little...
Vintage?
Yeah, well, it's probably fine.
Sets the saucer down. After a little while, the corn stalks rustle and the cat you saw before appears with an inquisitive meow.
Oh, Ghost! It is you! I missed you so much! Thanks, mister. I bet I never would have found him without your help.
Aw, you're welcome. Boon!
Kid.
We have the Mysticality boon, and this boon is absolutely useless. So we're just going to keep that. Sorry, Ghost.
You can give her the teddy bear, though, still, right? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Hello again, mister.
I found your teddy bear. Well, I found a teddy bear, which might be yours.
Oh, yes! That's Mr. Grizzles! Gee, he smells kind of musty. Poor Mr. Grizzles. How long has it been? Thank you so much. This makes me feel a lot better.
Well, you're welcome. I brought some thing like ice cream.
Oh, thank you.
She takes the bowl of creamed ice, tries it, and tilts her head thoughtfully.
Well, it's not what I was expecting, but it's much better than corn. Thanks, mister.
You're welcome. Do you like it here?
I like it a lot better now that you've helped me out. I hope I can figure out how to get home someday. But until then, this isn't such a bad place. Thank you.
Sure, no problem. So that would be 6 on the morale count, I think.
Alright, and there's nowhere past the dentist on this side.
I found some teeth for you.
Dr. Sarah winds the teeth up and lets him rip.
Giggity, 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 giggity.
That's a different thing we wind up.
Giggity, 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 giggity.
You got more?
No.
Alright. Oh, look, they're
Giggity,
fun!
giggity, giggity, giggity. I'm sorry, go ahead. Go on, I'm done.
Thank you. That'll be a beautiful addition to my cornfield surgery.
I agree. Is there anything else I can do for you?
You know what would really make this feel like a dentist's office? A popcorn machine. Popcorn always makes me think of the movie theater where my dentist used to operate. Plus, it'll make cleaning much more interesting.
I'm sorry, a movie theater where...
So a
Okay.
lot of sugary snacks and soda. Perfect for a dentist.
Right. I could look out for a popcorn machine, I guess.
Would you mind?
Sure.
There's a popcorn machine out there, but it's broken.
She didn't mention
I
whether
bet you
that
don't
was a
care.
prerequisite. Well, let's grab it.
You fold the machine up and put it in your pocket. It's one of the folding kinds. If you want to keep moving over to about losing money, you'll have to make some concessions.
Aha!
At this point, I'm tallying up on how much I'm going to torture you next time I see you.
I look forward to it. I brought you a popcorn machine.
Well, I've never had a patient quite like you. You brought me a popcorn machine and decorative teeth, and you were so understanding about the accidents I made in your mouth.
Giggity.
You really put a smile on my face. Maybe you should be the dentist.
Aw, shucks.
Look how wet your fingers are already. You'd be a natural.
Whoa! Damn!
Read it.
Uh, I, I'm blushing. Jesus
Fuck off and leave.
Christ.
Okay.
Jesus.
Oy.
Alright, so she's officially done. Sissy's officially done.
Morale should be at 8 now.
And I did a little quick check, and it seems like if you befriend the crow instead of fight him, you get a quest item. So we do want to try and befriend.
Okay.
Did it say how?
Not something you can get here. Do you want a full spoiler, or do you want to look around?
Is the thing somewhere within the vicinity of Gray County?
No, but it's related to somebody who was in the maze and already left.
I see. There's only one person who fits that bill. We'll deal with that a little bit later. Let's get a morale check here real quick.
Boy, General.
Okay, so it is by number of good deeds here. So what are we at now?
Okay. Well, I'd rate it an 8 out of 10. It's quite good. A marked improvement, I'd say. But we've still got a ways to go before we're in the top of our game.
Okay, so is there anything back out past that we missed past Sissy, or do we have to go and appease the crow to get past him and see what's there?
I think we're gonna
I
need
think
to
we have to
appease
get past the crow.
Yeah. Alright,
Let's do it.
So somebody involved with the maze who's already left. Only thing that fits the description would be at the hobo camp.
Your route through the city takes you past a small park. The park doesn't have any people in it, probably because of what it does have. It is a big black bell and a bunch of cows. Well, the shadows of cows. Well, that implies the existence of cows that are casting the shadows, so I guess they're just shadows shaped like cows for some reason? Isn't that a little weird? I mean, makes sense to a degree since the time the cows came home was a pretty dark day in the history of humanity. Damn right. Even before then, people told tales of evil cows that grazed the fiery pastures of hell, but they only came home a little over 40 years ago. You'd think if some dark alien entity wanted to tap into the primal fears of humanity's collective unconscious, it would reach a little further back than that. Well, I guess I'm just blathering. Sorry, you're probably wanting to just get on with this encounter.
Well, I enjoy the West of Loathing reference, but there's not going to be an encounter today, sorry.
You concentrate on your shadow banishing ring, infusing it with whatever energy it uses to banish shadows, and then use that energy to banish the shadows.
Get along, little doggies.
You'd think maybe
Cows.
you can let the cows roll its eyes as they evaporate in the bright white light.
Get along, little milkies.
Worse.
Yeah. Giggity.
Where are ya? Probably the grunt card, right?
Yeah, because he was cooking corn, so presumably.
There's our man.
Oh, hi. Thanks for taking up this place. Everyone's been really appreciative of my corn and my cooking skills. Guess I was being selfish before. It does feel good to share and help folks out.
Oh, that's great. So you've been doing a lot of cooking?
Yep. Been making a lot of corn meals.
Out of?
Cornmeal.
Mm-hmm.
Anything I can do for you?
So what's cooking?
I tried a few different things, but everyone liked my cornbread best, so mainly just cornbread. Here, let me cut you to pieces. Thanks for helping me out.
That's some good stuff, though. I do like cornbread.
Me too. Cornbread is so delicious, I can't even make a joke about it. I just want some cornbread.
And even the
I
writers
do
like
too.
it. And look at this, as an item, that's pretty good. If I didn't already have an HP book, that is.
True.
I had cornbread with my lunch today.
Isn't it good stuff?
It's yummy.
Ooh, thanks.
Anything I can do for you?
Not just now. And you know what I say to the cornbread? In Soviet
Time
Russia,
to give it to a crow?
the crow eats you.
pack of hulking devils crest the horizon, surfing the back of a giant inflatable rat. Some jumpy little fellers hop up and down on the balloon rat's nose. You summon devils, you better have the pockets for it. Pay up, Hellstrom.
Once again, my name's not Hellstrom. I didn't summon you.
Don't tell it to him, because we're getting paid today. Whee!
No, we're not.
Bitch, these hands are rated E for everyone.
I love that they're like unionized devils just coming for the oil drilling guy.
It is nice.
I'm not going to waste any further time on you. Oh, are you still here? Well, goodbye.
Not for long. I'll teach them a lesson about demanding fair compensation for labor. Wait, no, that's not a good lesson.
A deviled egg.
Some degenerate soul deprived of God's love has adulterated a natural egg with whipped mayonnaise and paprika. I don't mind those parts. It's the mustard I hate.
Mm. And molten brass
The mustard
knuckles.
out? I would love a deviled egg.
Mm. We've had and manipulated those before. Tell him to leave us alone, cause... Now, let's see if I've done this right. I do have something markedly better than corn. Come on, Crowface.
True.
That's right. Cornbread.
He tossed the square of cornbread at the giant crow, who snaps it out of the air and swallows it whole. His eyes go wide, and he does an ecstatic little dance for a moment, then plucks a large feather from his wing, tosses it towards you, and flies away with a loud caw. As black as pitch, as shiny as gold, as big as a tennis racket, and light as... self.
Neat. So what else is back here? Huh?
Can. A massive can of cocktail onions is the sole occupant of this little diverticulum. Onions has come in.
I was afraid of this.
Historians are baffled by what possible sequence of nonsense could have resulted in this being a thing.
Cocktail onions.
And they go to the speakeasy.
Okay, but I doubt that's probably just like an extra, so there's got to be something weird. I feel like the wardrobe didn't give us anything and should, kind of like the cat ran away. So let's check the wardrobe again.
Okay.
Because maybe it was a we had to fight the crow or talk to other people thing. Oh, hey.
Okay. What does it
For a
contain?
bow tie.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Hey, the milkman was mad that his bow tie was shredded.
That's right.
You're pretty sure bow ties are one size fits all, so the milkman would probably appreciate this. Perfect thing to wear if you want everyone at church to know that you're a fancy little boy.
Including the sorry, excuse me.
Oh.
I found a new bow tie for you.
Well, hey, thanks. That's a sharp-looking piece of finery. This makes me feel a little better. In fact, I think I'll celebrate by lowering my prices a little. He scratches out the prices on his sign and writes in some new ones.
So that cuts it in half. These prices are still pretty ridiculous, Milkman Stan.
Look, this is good milk. Vintage milk. and a fine vintage at that. Of
I,
course, you're welcome to take your custom to any of the Mace's other milkmen.
you still don't look all that happy.
Well, now that I got this nice bow tie, it just reminds me of how snappy I used to look before my hat got all dirty.
I see.
You seem to be able to move in and out of this nightmare labyrinth freely for some reason. Any chance you'd want to take my hat to be laundered?
Sure.
Thank you. Here. Please don't show this to anyone else. It's very embarrassing to my professional sensibilities. The milkman's dirty secret. The secret is that it's a hat. Look, not every secret has to be with some kind of earth-shattering revelation.
Bullshit.
But I guess that's the wash bin, right?
I would think so.
And that should put us at 10.
Yep, and it is.
Use Sonoma grease to remove the other kinds of grease from the hat. Now, I want to know what it says once the hat is clean, because I'm sure it has a different item description now.
Okay, I had to look up the corn stalk because it's making me crazy.
Alright.
So it says you have to have a shadow taint of 1 or an equipable shadow quest item to interact with it. And also if you have a dire corn holder, you can make dire corn on the dire cob. But I don't know what that's from. Dire corn holder?
It was a weapon, and probably still is a weapon. Anyway, about your clean
the milkman's sins have been washed away, assuming that dandruff is a sin.
I cleaned your hat.
You hand the hat back to Stan. Oh wow, probably good as new. Thanks. This definitely calls for celebration. Have some milk.
On the house?
No, but someone less off the house than it was before. And once again, he scratches out and changes the price.
And prices are down to 1/6 of what they used to be. This is still
That's all done for me. I'd be happy to. Only 500 meat per barrel.
This is still really steep for a glass of milk.
It's also as good an offer as you're going to get. I can't afford to go any lower. Look, I'm throwing in the glass for free.
Not right now, thanks.
Shame we already bought everything, but not like we didn't have the money.
Nope. And it's
Do you have an equipable shadow thing that we could poke the corn with?
Probably not. Because I kind of swore off shadow stuff. Hello.
Maybe. No, that's just cursed, not shadow.
Alright, let me put this back on then. Oh, here we go.
Shadow loop.
Sure. God damn it. Alright, let's try this. No?
Yeah, because it says can be interacted with if you have a shadow equipable or quest item, or you have to have a level 1 shadow taint.
Oh.
Quest item being the thing.
Well, it says equipable slash quest item.
And it's just being stupid.
And at the moment I haven't got, aside from the shadow closing pliers.
Well, I mean, it doesn't seem to give us anything that we need, just like fun, silly things, so.
Achievement, a spirit to calm. How's morale among the troops?
Well, right now I'd rate it a 10 out of 10. And by gum, that's better than I've ever seen. I received field reports that since you're doing, soldier, I think you've earned yourself a promotion.
Gorsh. Yuck.
The colonel pulls out a pair of fancy military epaulettes and hands them to you with a snappy salute. These sit on your shoulders like a little angel and a little devil, each of which is whispering that you should set stuff on fire.
That's really good. That's really good for my sieve.
That is.
And he still can't leave. Oh, and
Wait, did that say what about the hobo?
yeah, but we've got.
Oh wait, we
Yeah,
already
we had
answered
that conversation before.
Yep. Alright, I'm not in dire need of stats right now. So, I'll hold on to the sash until I do need them. But this will be good for magical sieve weapon. Hoorah! Alright. We have solved everything in the maze aside from the big stalk, and if it's not that important, I'll wait.
And we have our glass of milk for Aeolus.
Yes, we do. So, why don't we go back and resolve those real quick?
Yeah, it's almost 11.
Yep. And this time, we're going to get out on time.
Or at least way closer.
Yeah. What about this?
Didn't we already do this?
Well, we did
This is
one
just the
with
cows again.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this wasn't nearly as long, and this is definitely a little different.
Yeah, we've seen this one before, though.
Okay.
I ain't suppose you found a counterclockwise mainspring.
I did. Here you go.
Seeing as you've proven yourself to help us sort, I'll have him let you in the store. Pretty much all of us around here got a thing or two we could use doing.
Swell.
If that was sarcasm, I hear you. He gets up and knocks an odd pattern on the door to the feed store, and you hear someone inside removing the bar.
Thanks. I met that Gilmore guy.
Oh, how's he doing?
Pretty well, considering he's got 2 Gilmore girls to go with him.
Ooh.
He was hiding in his bomb shelter because he thought his dolls were trying to kill him.
That's a shame. Figures, though. Don't ever put a face on a machine. People get confused too easy. Even just giving one a name is a bad idea.
Yeah, I guess so.
So he continues to tinker with his device.
Here we go.
Gonna read the top part for me?
Aeolus's long-lashed eyes sparkle as you approach.
Look. Hello again, darling. By any chance, did you find that glass of milk for me yet? It's very important to me.
Yes, here it is.
Oh, darling. I knew I could count on you. Let me give you your reward.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
He stands up and plants a slow kiss on your cheek and then chuckles as you feel yourself start to blush.
Ooh, ooh.
Now I could really use a drink.
And I could really use a smoke. Huh? What about the milk?
Oh, I mean a real drink. The milk is for later. Thanks again, sweetheart.
It was nothing. And what did you need? You needed that paperweight, didn't you?
We still have to go to the other place.
Yeah.
But he had a bar, so you only needed to appease him to get the bar lifted?
I guess so.
I guess they do other things, maybe.
Or if there's been any of them. Huge sacks of cow feed.
And what else?
Heavy bags of ewe feed. Big bags of bison feed.
Mash.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Various expired horse medicaments. There's nothing playing on the radio.
Let's talk to you real quick. Tricky looking puzzle box. Want me to take a crack at it?
Don't you know, at this very minute, Mars is the closest it's been in opposition to Earth for a century?
We fucking earned this. I studied at SIT. Under... I never actually learned my teacher's name.
Almost every transmitter in the world has stopped broadcasting for 60 seconds in case any Martian signals squeak through the radio.
And have they?
I don't know, you were talking.
Whoops. Sorry.
Don't sweat it. Mars was never my favorite planet anyway. Too much silica. The name's Oskaloosa. Oskaloosa Barnhill. Yes, that's right. My middle name is also Oskaloosa.
Heard
Heard you
you
helped out.
Sorry.
Heard you helped out my friend Gwendolyn. You looking for any more work by chance?
Oskaloosa? That's an unusual name.
My folks named me after the town where they met.
Oh, where was that?
Oskaloosa.
You know, you had an opportunity there. Oh, well. Oh, here's another
Did they
opportunity.
meet in intercourse?
Something like that.
Intercourse is in Pennsylvania. We're in the wrong state.
Speaking of
True.
opportunities and intercourse, what's that you're playing with?
Is there an Oskaloosa here?
I don't think
Puzzle
so.
box. And a real tricksy pig of a puzzle, too.
Maybe I could solve it for you?
But then I won't have solved it, and they'll know what type of lock to put on my cell.
Seems I'm always looking for work.
That's so. How'd you like to go to outer space, kid?
Sure would.
Yeah, me too, but the closest you and I are going to come to space, I think, is the little piece of it inside Ammon Mulross's place.
Uh-huh. A little piece. What, like a meteorite?
Exactly that. A genuine chunk of the cosmos landed right in Ammon? Whatever. Ammon's lap, and between you and me, that's not right. Only thing emptier than outer space is that man's head. A meteorite, even just a little piece of it. It ought to be in the hands of someone who will appreciate it, take care of it. Understand me?
Yes. You want me to steal a meteorite?
Which ought to be a piece of cake, because just the other day, the whole Mulross family mysteriously disappeared.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so you'll just be able to waltz on in there, I bet.
See you around, Oskaloosa Barnhill.
Been by the Mulross place yet? I don't need the whole meteorite, by the way. I'm no space hog, just asking for a little piece.
I wonder how many Maniac Mansion parallels we're going to be able to draw here. No, not yet.
Don't leave it too long or it might disappear like the Mulrosses.
Mine says, back in an hour. Somebody has scrawled, yeah, right, in the thick layer of dust on the counter. You better not touch the radio in case of a delayed transmission from Mars.
It's alright, we don't need it anyway.
The store is not messing around. Also, it's barred from the other side. You knock on the same pattern you heard at the front door. Nothing happens.
Well, I bet you the
Oh,
other
no.
two.
Jughead. One of the chess players mutters from the front of the store.
Alright, well, let's see what you have to say real quick.
Oh, he seems like he's really into chess.
Hi there. I'm Alpha.
How do? Pixley's the name. Grover Pixley. Say, this might be a real fortuitous encounter. You got a minute to help an old man with something?
If it's a chess thing, I know the basic elements, sure. Now, you said your last name's Pixley?
That's right. Heard of me?
I found a miner's journal with the name Ezekiel Pixley inside. Any relation?
Well, I'll be. That was my grandpa. Can I see it?
Sure, here you go.
Oh, thank you kindly. Well, what do you know? Old Ezekiel ran off because he found some kind of weird rock underground. Here all this time, we thought he was just a deadbeat. You didn't mess with the tunnels, did you?
No, the tunnels were pretty thoroughly collapsed. I didn't have any way in, even if I wanted to.
Reckon I might know a way. Nope, best not to even think about it. Anyway, thanks for this. I sure appreciate it.
Yeah, no
Well, that's suspicious.
Yeah, no problem.
Right?
How's your game going?
Real good. I think I've got her on the ropes this time.
That's for you, Blue.
Checkmate.
Shucks, guess I spoke too soon. Best out of 397?
Sure, rack 'em up.
For those of you keeping
Sorry, I have
score.
a dog climbing on my lap.
Aw, hey, pupper. And for those of you keeping score, that's best 199 out of 397. Just a little math thing. Anyway. Why is the back door locked?
Why is any back room locked? Employees only.
I might be an employee. I'm an employee of a lot of surprising places.
Not this place. I'd know.
But what do you need help with?
I need a bag of fertilizer. I came in here a week or so ago to pick one up, but I completely forgot they don't sell it here. I've just been playing chess with Farina instead.
You've been playing chess for a week?
Well, you know how it is with games. Just one more round, you say, and then the next time you look at the clock, it seems like it might be lying to you.
Ain't that the
Anyway,
fucking
I've been meaning
truth,
to go to
though?
Grove Valley Orchard and see if they got any fertilizer to spare. If you happen to find yourself out that way, you could do me a real favor.
That's absolute fucking fact, what he said about games.
It's true.
Okay, I'll go.
Ah, great. Much obliged. Here, let me write down some directions to the place for you. One sack of fertilizer would be plenty for my purposes. Can't imagine they couldn't spare that much.
I gotcha. I'm on my way.
240 pounds.
Well, hello again. Any luck with that sack of fertilizer?
This is only a minor step up from the 150-pound sack of sugar from before. But, what's the fertilizer for?
Oh, you know, just your typical normal fertilizer type activities.
Like gardening?
Sure. Gardening, sure.
Uh-huh. And what do you want?
Judging by her driving gloves and driving goggles, this woman must be into driving and/or driving-related fashion accessories.
Don't we call that driving adjacent?
Yeah, sure.
Hey there, how's it going? Name's Farina.
Ah, I'm Alpha. Nice goggles.
Thanks. Did you cop a gander at my sweet breezer out front?
Propaganda at your what? The car? I was wondering why it was tied to a hitching post.
Lot of horsepower in that baby. I gotta keep her under control.
I get it.
Say, word is you're pretty handy in a problem-solving kind of way. Think you can help me out with a little something?
Why is the rum gone? Why is the back door locked?
Well, why is the door usually locked?
Is that a riddle? Because it's ajar?
You ain't real good at riddles, are ya?
Is that a riddle? How's the chess game going?
Too easy, honestly. Grover's too cautious. You want to know the secret to chess?
Sure.
Control the middle and make everyone else get out of your way. Just like driving. And now I think about it, life.
Linda refused to ride with her till he invented the airbag.
I see. So what was that favor you needed?
See, my buggy's a real dynamo. But once you taste that kind of power, you're always yenning for more, am I right?
I just had a really bad thought go into my head. The word yenning, I saw as yiffing.
Read
Oh,
your
yeah.
line.
God help me. You want
No,
something?
there is no
I
help
said I
for you.
wasn't going to talk about monster fuckers as much this time, so let's stick to the script here.
You want something to make it faster? I don't know a whole lot about cars.
No worries, I'm not looking for advice. I already got my peepers set on a particular goal. There's an old Ford factory compound not far from here. Before they shut down a while back, they was working on a new kind of engine, one made of beans.
Beans? Are you serious?
As the day is long! I wouldn't have believed it either, but I saw a test run on one of the prototypes. Man, it ran like lightning, right up until it exploded anyway. Word is they fixed that problem, though. Just had to switch to a different kind of beans. And that final pre-production engine should still be in the factory. I just need someone to go snaffle for me.
Okay, I'll do it.
Great! I knew you was the right guy. Let me mark the place on your map for you.
Uh-huh.
Far as I know, the factory's been abandoned for months, so it ought to be a lead pipe cinch. Just grab the engine and go.
Okay, no problem.
Hey there, you managed to bag that engine for me yet?
Still working on it.
Hurry the
Alright,
fuck up.
so, let's recap. Here's where we are. Here are the 3 locations we were just given for different things.
And we still have to get a paperweight, quote unquote, from McMillan Cuddy's farm.
Right.
I want to know
These-
what that paperweight, quote unquote, could be.
So wait, what are the rest of the quests?
These 5, the 4 up here and the Borga house down here I found while wandering. And as for our current to-do list, there's the main, of course, inside the feed store. I'm sure Jasper's locked up in the back room. And as for our current side quests, the
So gotta
paperweight.
defeat some vampires. We need an antenna. We still have to get the suspicious paperweight. Now we need fertilizer and an engine. And it seems like if it works like the people out front, then maybe getting Xenia something doesn't get us anything in particular. And maybe either quest gets us in the second door.
Possible.
The quote-unquote paperweight makes me just think to a very specific incident in college.
Oh.
Well, it's interesting because what have we got of the story so far? So Billy, they don't want to talk about Billy. But Billy obviously has some kind of weird demonic powers where he banishes people to a suspicious corn maze. And also people keep vanishing because they talked about, one, the oil pipe people literally just, like, taking people's houses away and taking land. And then people just literally vanishing. So it's a mixture of this weird kid who everything he doesn't like disappears, and also whatever the oil company, Hellstrom, right, is the guy who runs it?
Yeah.
So whatever he's doing.
Hmm.
So interesting plot points so far, too.
Indeed. Alright, so that gives us the vampires at Black Gold Mine, the antenna at Puckwudgie Village, the paperweight at McKillen-Cuddy's farm, the Meteor Project at Mulross, the engine at the Ford compound, and the
Fertilizer.
fertilizer at the Grody Valley Orchard. So that would leave the Borga House, the Burbling Ooze, and the Old Ham Mill as just things we found to do later. The last thing I want to do is let's see if we can get the rest of the readable stuff out of the spooky book now. Yep, here's one of the new ones.
Isn't that literally the Borge house we were just looking at?
Most likely.
Ah, the old tale of Farmer Borge and his daughter. You'd hate to run across them on a rainy night.
And this
The
looks
more
like...
you read, the gladder you are that you didn't have access to this book as a child. Then again, it might have prepared you better for the nonsense you're dealing with now.
Indeed. Is that it? That is it. So off screen I will get these up to the 1500 XP level. Make us truly invincible. And that's it. Thanks for having us, Volty, and whoever else is out there that's not a fucking spam bot, because fuck you. And I plan to be here next Friday.
I have a decent chance of not being here next Friday.
Oh, really?
It's a coworker's last day before he goes off to North Carolina for an internship, so we're taking him out after work for a goodbye party.
Gotcha. Then I'll tell you now that there is a 100% chance that I will not be here the week after. So we may be on a minor hiatus here as of this moment.
That's alright, we can come back in 3 weeks and continue the shenanigans.
Absolutely, and do it all over again.
So, possibly not for the 12th, because no set.
Yep.
And definitely no for the 19th.
Yep.
We're still doing the thing on the 21st, right?
That's the plan, yes. And I'm going to push the button now. Thank you all for joining. We'll see you sometime. Goodbye.